as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one in some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Okay, ready? Steal! Check, steal! Hut, hut!
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now he's into the clear. Still on his feet. He's on his way. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is off the crossbar, but it makes it over anyway. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Good-looking return set up here. And there he goes again. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll run with Robinson, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Robinson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard then that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Number one.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field, so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
On the double. Hey, go Fury. Ready?
First down, here's Mitchell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come.
Here we go.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Another run with Mitchell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Give running right is Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's loose again. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead.
Well, what a game for him. He hits for the return cycle, so to speak. He had the kick return. Now the harder part, just got the punt return for a touchdown.
And I would imagine that the special teams coach, as the ball left the punter's foot, he was thinking, should have kicked away from him.
Yeah.
Should have kicked away from him. He's in a groove, and sometimes you hit those grooves or those zones in a game, and he's in one now. He's in perfect sync with his teammates blocking, and he knows how to find the end zone.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
97. Ready?
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Hey, green, field, black.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Battled by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
Got it?
2nd down and a yard.
Going to be rail. Cut.
Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Ready, ready.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Noah Gray, 28 yards. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Robinson. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
On the set. Red, yellow. Slide 2. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. First down now, but that clock rolling. They're going to look to throw. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Striker, 3-3. Black ultra. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Down. 6. Mega. Drill 3. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
So first thing across my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football. Worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
Right.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and that trims the lead down to 9. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Shedding tackles. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Panthers 21.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Watch it, 6. Cut.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And quickly, they get to the line.
Red, cycle. Ready,
They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown tonight. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Yellow. Black Ultra.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit.
And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
142 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Robinson on a give right side.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
21G. Turbo 1, hard. Out.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Go now. Check, dude. Ready.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts,
His first touchdown of the new season.
and the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the...
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyquan Thornton, 53 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 153 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
All right, fellas, listen up. Hey, 21 TS.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
second down and a run by Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here we go. Set.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Set. Cut.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Green jack. White. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last complete.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
Yeah, good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 180 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Solo left Zion.
Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 29 yards. As as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
On the double. Ready.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover. It would probably only matter to the statisticians